Hi everybody, welcome to this video. Just taking you through some of the most recent changes to Pamwin Lite. It should give you some insights into some of the functionality we've released recently. So this is Pamwin Lite 6, the last version, releases October last year. And I just wanted to show you some of the differences between the latest version 6.1 and this version here 6. The main headline with 6.1 is obviously it's been updated with the benchmarked assumptions for 23-24 as were published a couple of weeks ago. And so now you've got those embedded within the assumptions in 6.1. One of the major changes in this particular release is around security. So in version 6, as with previous versions of Lite, we've been relatively light with the control and security around assumptions and the back-end tables. So in previous versions, we've had sheets here at the end where we've got data defaults, general codes again. But these were still very much open sheets, and it was down to each individual organization to lock these down if they wished. But otherwise, anybody picking the tool up could edit anything in the blue cells here. So we have now introduced robust security around these things, and it's your choice. You don't have to go with anything we've changed. I'll show you how you can continue as you were, if you like, before. So that's what the old system looked like. If we go to the new one, we see that when we scroll along the bottom, things start to look familiar. We've still got the data defaults, general codes and settings sheets showing, but there's a new sheet at the end called System Admin. And when you click on that sheet, the first thing you need to do is set up the first supervisor for your organization. So in this case, because it's a spreadsheet, you need to bear in mind that whoever you're going to set up supervisors needs to be done on a master template, and the first one being the primary administrator. So if I click Enable Admin Security, it pops up the box, which is asking me for the username of the first admin user, and so I will put one in for this and enter a new password. And when you click create user, it tells me that the user has been set up successfully, and once we click OK, you can see we've now got the show admin settings button here, and the sheets at the bottom have disappeared. So it's all been hidden away behind a password protected area. So if I want to see the admin settings, I can click show and enter my username and password. That now shows buttons that I can click in order to hide and unhide these sheets at the bottom. So I can unhide these sheets as I go. As you can see, the other system settings are generally not something you'll be interacting with, so we've hidden it behind a grouped button. I like hide those off, then I just retain the key areas that I need to concentrate on for the end user. And you can then go, obviously, change your assumptions and make the changes you need in the blue cells in the individual sheets. And then you've got an option. You can either go back to System Admin and click Hide Admin Settings in Sheets, and that just takes you back to where that was with everything hidden and password protected, including not being able to be unhidden from within application itself. And even if you forget to do that, if I show admin settings and I log in, so maybe I've made some changes and I've gone back into the appraisal area to work out what the changes impact. And in doing so, I've forgotten that I've left those sheets on, even if I have done that and I save the file. If I reopen that file, then you'll notice that the sheets have been hidden again. So we've just got the system admin sheet there at the end without any of the default showing. So it hides them automatically when you leave the spreadsheet. So to manage our administrators, we click on the button and you can see it's already got the initial administrator in the top box. But in here, we can add a new username. So let's say, and add user. And at this point, it's asking me for my supervisor password to set up this new user. And then it will confirm that that user has been set up. It sets a temporary password of welcome1, and it will prompt that user next time they log in to enter a new password. So you can set those up in here, and then if I use that user's new details with the password welcome1, and I log in, it now prompts me for a new password to be entered so that it can be unique to that user. And it confirms it's been updated and takes you into the security settings again. As you saw in that pop-up, the last thing to say is if you want to delete users, you can do that within here, or if somebody has forgotten their password, you can reset their password with yours. So if I go into delete, then that's just taken that user off the list. So that's all I've got to show you about the security in Pamwin Lite. We're planning on making more of these videos, so please keep an eye on the website, and we will hopefully push some more out very soon. Thank you.